Minister, thank you for your statements this evening. I want to thank you for the strength of your position over this weekend, both as a government colleague and as a party colleague, to express our pride in how you have represented and spoken on behalf of our country on the international stage. And this evening, since your speech here this evening, I've received messages to convey the thanks and pride to you that we need to speak out strongly. We need to convey our horror and how appalled we are that you have children and families in the situations, particularly those described by Senator Black this morning and again this evening. I had the experience of working in Chicago at one stage during an air show, and an F-15, I think it was, flew over, F-16 flew over, and we had that sonic boom experience. And to have that experience in a conflict zone when you fear that your child and your home is going to be bombed and your family is going to be wiped out must be extraordinary. It was frightening in a friendly situation, let alone in that. So I think that must be horrific. Senator O'Connell listed those who in his list, and I would add to the end of that there are those who think that their conflict justifies the murder of innocent civilians and term it collateral damage to a justifiable conflict. There is no such thing. There is no justification for the murder of children, and anyone who deploys a bomb of any sort from either side in this, with the view that on the other end of it, innocent civilians and in particular children are going to die, they are abhorrent and can only be condemned in the absolutest of terms. There is the icebreaker or the story that's told in when you're trying to get children and young people to talk about, their sense of obligation to humanitarian rights, and they say, there is a child left on your doorstep. Do you go out to school in the morning? Does it disrupt your day? And young people will talk about, no, I wouldn't go to school. I'd have to call the guards, and they'd go into all of the things they would do when they see a child in an abandoned and in a difficult position. And then you widen that out and say, well, what if that is a child in, and name different conflict zones. There are children in that abhorrent position in the occupied territories at this moment in time, and it is horrific, and we stand in condemnation of it.